I set up this channel with the idea of documenting my journey towards becoming debt-free to make sure that I stayed on task, that I was focused, I was documenting my journey and so on. But I became debt-free. So then I lost any inspiration or ideas for more content for the channel. I was sort of like mission accomplished, moving on. But I feel that there is a lot of positivity that can be drawn from this sort of content because I myself have drawn positive inspiration from other financial YouTubers. So especially Graham Stephen, like Graham has helped me to change my way of thinking because I feel that the journey with personal finance is not just live frugal and save money and make sure you have lots of money in your bank account, but it's about managing the mental aspect. So recently I saw a tweet from Trainwrecks talking about how he's given away lots of money to people, but the problem is that the people he's giving away money to don't know how to manage it properly to a point where they end up spending it all on stupid stuff and they end up back where they were originally. So I wanted to make sure that I don't ever end up in that situation again. Because I think at my lowest point, I had something like 3 or 4 loans, a credit card, and maybe 7 or 8 payday loans. At my lowest point, I was at a point where I would take out a payday loan to pay the interest on other payday loans. That was in a spiral that would have ended up easily in bankruptcy if I didn't receive help from my family and change my way of thinking when it comes to spending money. And then also as well with the luck of me winning such a vast claim against my bank, which I have documented all of this on this channel. So if you want to know about my journey, about like how I became debt free, then check out the other videos on the channel. But going forwards, I want to make sure that this is the life after debt series that I talk about how I'm now increasing my ambition to make sure that I can inspire. So because some of my personal friends are in almost a spiral of debt, and I want to make sure that I can motivate them to get out of it. And also as well, I want to make sure that I'm seen as not greedy, because I think that's very important because of the fact that my friends are also suffering. So, for example, I removed the sub count from my stream. I removed the tip jar. I removed the bit boss and all these other things to motivate people to give me money when I know that people who watch me have their own problems to deal with. And given that we had the pandemic for a couple of years, basically a lot more people are in this situation compared to before. So I would feel really bad and guilty if I was taking money from people in this time or situation when people are recovering, especially with energy prices increasing the way they are and so on. And basically, I'm just maintaining what I do here on YouTube. So I love making the gaming news every day. Thank you if you are watching now. I really appreciate it. I'm not making any money from it, from the gaming news, because it's not a partnered channel. So I've not made a penny from it. But I just love making them. And then maybe eventually they'll start making money. But because I'm debt free now, I'm able to do things like that. I'm able to make certain sacrifices with my income because I don't need the money. So in the past, any money I would make would go towards interest payments, debt payments, principal payments, and so on. Like I wouldn't be able to invest in myself at all. But now any small amount of money I make, I invest it into myself to make sure that I maintain everything I'm doing here on YouTube and beyond. And I'm really happy with the results so far. And I'm really happy to see the growth across all my channels. Even if they don't make that much money right now, I aspire and I keep, the eye on the prize of what it could lead to in the future, to make sure as well that my content here on YouTube, for example, is not based on one topic. So, for example, my original channel was solely focused on Final Fantasy 14, like on one game. And the problem with that is that during an expansion release or any major update to the game, you would see a massive spike in traffic, and then in the months after, it would diminish to a point where sometimes you would see a 90% drop off, which is something that you probably would see right now on any content creator who's solely focused on one topic. So that is not something I want. I feel that if I genuinely want this to be a career for the long term and I want to keep going with YouTube and online, then I need to make sure I diversify. Simple as that. And that's what I've been working really hard on over the last year or so. And I do reflect nearly every single day on my life of being debt free. I am eternally grateful that I was able to escape that spiral. And thank you to everyone who helped me. Thank you to my family who helped me. Thank you to the Financial Ombudsman Service, who were very understanding of my situation. And I won the claim against my bank. And thank you to, you know, the regulators who are making sure that this spiral of payday loans is over. And of course, you could argue more could have been done to prevent it, and so on and so on. But life is life, is what I say. And simply, mistakes were made. Hopefully, it won't happen again in the future. And it's also about managing myself. So I want to make sure that I myself don't, I've learned from this, and that going forward, I don't make these mistakes again. So tell me in the comments as well. Are you in that situation? Are you in a spiral of debt? Are you working your way out of it? The how to make a plan video is probably the most effective change I made to my life to date. So I would really recommend to check that out. So anyway, guys, the plan going forward is to make another financial video every Saturday.